Welcome back, familiar, to NorthsideLDN. Caramba, make sure you're liking and subscribing. And today, is Berta using Makdueke as a decoy to get Rodrigo over the line? Now, hear me out. It's still a massive question mark if we're able to get Rodrigo over the line. Massive, that would be a massive signing. It'd be a great signing. But Berta did use Sesko against Gyökeres and against Sporting to rush them into a decision as well. It looked like we were going to get Sesko, but in the end, we got Gyökeres. There's an argument that we got Gyökeres because he was the cheaper deal. RB Leipzig didn't want to budge from 100 million. That was their asking price. We're ending up getting Gyökeres for about 59 million. So it was the cheaper deal, but the way that we use Sesko to get the Gyökeres deal and try to pin both players against each other, are we trying to use the Makdueke links to rush Rodrigo into doing a deal or into making a decision? Because we're not the only club that's in for Rodrigo. PSG are said to be interested in Rodrigo. Liverpool are said to be interested as well. Man City, some reports are saying that Man City are interested in Rodrigo as well. Are we trying to pit the players against each other? I'm trying to see the way that Berta is maneuvering because it is a little bit different. It is a little bit different. Are we taking time with certain signings? Yes, the Zubimendi deal did take a long time. The Gyökeres deal has taken a lot longer. These were deals that with players that we were linked to for a very long time. And I've only now just got over the line. So we're definitely taking a long time, but at the same time, the certain restraints that Berta is working under. We've got a lot of good players that are on big wages or wages that definitely don't deserve. And he's having to fix all of that. We also got the limitations on how much we can spend because of the past mistakes with Arteta in charge of the transfers and getting in a lot of players that comfortably sat on the bench, comfortably didn't push the club forward, which Berta is having to clean up. Now, I'm not saying that Rodrigo's coming to Arsenal. I was always a bit skeptical, thinking, even if the reports are true that Rodrigo's unhappy at Real Madrid, like, who says that we are the first team, we are the preferred team of Rodrigo if he wants to leave Real Madrid? I don't really understand. At the same time, we don't know what pushes Rodrigo. Is he a player that's in the sport? He's in football to win trophies, or is he in the sport to see who gives him the biggest payday? We're gonna see. We're going to see, because if you come to Arsenal as it currently stands, it would be more for the payday. If you go to PSG, yes, they can offer you money, but they can also give you the guarantee of winning trophies. Yeah, I'm saying they got League on lock. They've just won the Champions League. They've got a manager's absolutely cooking. The other day, PSG, 2 red cards, no problem. Still score goals. Still beating Bayern Munich comfortably. So this is how good that PSG team is. If he goes to PSG, he knows he's not going to walk into the team. That's the two differences between going to PSG and going to Arsenal. At Arsenal, Rodrigo starts comfortably over Martinelli, comfortably over Trossard. He gets straight into the team on the left-hand side, which he can play. At PSG, you got Kvaratskhelia, baller, been cooking for PSG. On the right-hand side, you got Doué. He's improved a lot on his finishing. Both players play really well in that system. He will have tough competition. Some people say he doesn't start. Some people say he does. I think he's good enough to get to the challenge. He's good enough to start, but there's good enough competition to make him hold bench as well. So it's one of them ones where he's not a guaranteed starter at PSG. But is he a player that just wants to be a guaranteed starter or understands, listen, at big club, you're not going to be a guaranteed starter? But then again, you never know. You never know what the player's thinking. You never know what his motives are. When players make multiple moves, you can start painting a picture as to what they put first. Do they put first winning trophies and being at clubs that demand you to fight for your place? Or does he want somewhere where he's comfortable, where he feels like he's a big fish in a small pond, where he starts every week, there's no competition, it's lax, it's relaxed, you don't need to win anything. And that's the environment at Arsenal. This is the reality. The environment at Arsenal Football Club has been give Arteta time, give the players time. There's no pressure to win anything. Last season, we're supposed to win a major honor. People now changing that. Oh, this season we now have to win. There's no repercussions. People are not calling for the heads of certain players like Jesus, like Zinchenko, like Kivio. So you're coming into an environment and a football club that has the majority of the fan base have a mentality where they just give you unlimited chances until they get their new toy. That's how it is, you know. And is that the environment that he wants? I mean, he's been at Real Madrid. What I'm saying is, with Berta, we've been maneuvering a little bit different. We wanted Zubamendi, we've got Zubamendi. We wanted Gyökeres, we didn't want Sesko, we got Gyökeres. Now, I would take Lookman, I would take Mbeumo, and I would take Rodrigo. If financially us getting Rodrigo means that we can't buy any more players after getting Gyökeres, after getting Norgard, after getting Eze, after getting Kepa, then I would say, as much as I rate Rodrigo can only cover one position at a time, and there's still so many gaps in the team that need to be filled. The strike force is still being complete. It'll still be incomplete if we're unable to get Eze and we just go all in for Rodrigo. If we're able to get Eze and Rodrigo, by all means, get Rodrigo as well. If we can't complete the Eze deal because we go get Rodrigo and we don't go and get a top number 10, then I'm looking at it thinking, is that the smartest idea? In my opinion, no. If we can get, if we can get Eze and we can get Lookman, or if we can get Eze and Mbeumo, players like that, then I'll be happy. If we can't get Eze and we just get Rodrigo, I'm sorry, I'm not happy with that. Gyökeres needs service, Rodrigo's going to need service, and Saka's going to need service. So we need a number 10 that's going to not hide away on in the crunch end of the season when we've got a lot at stake. Semi-finals, Champions League, or quarterfinals of Champions League, or the crunch end of the Premier League, or the knockout stages of the Carabao Cup and the FA Cup. And this is what Odegaard has shown over the years, that he does not step up in these games. We need somebody that's going to comfortably make him hold bench, because he does not turn up when we need him to turn up. And that is the crunch end of the season. So that is why, for me, I feel like the Rodrigo, I think the amount of money that they want for him is probably going to hinder us getting that number 10 that we need. That's the only negative that I see on it. If we're financially able to make it work, then by all means, great. We've still got numerous players that we can sell. We've still got, a bunch of players that comfortably hold bench that are not going to push us forward. So sell Fabio Vieira, sell Lokonga, sell Kivio, sell Zinchenko, sell Martinelli, sell Jesus. Sell these players and make up the funds so that we can make sure that our attack is complete. Even then, we still need a centre-back. We still need a left-back. We need these positions, because when we get injuries to those players, you're going to be telling me, why didn't we go out and recruit players in case they get injured? So, especially for the centre-back position. Because something happens to Skelly, you could play Timber at left back. He has played left back and he's been decent. I still think he's better at a right back, but he has played that position. Cool. Centre back, outside of Gabriel and Saliba, Kivio, not good enough. Ben White, there's a reason why he moved to right back. Can't do it. Timber, when he's played very few games as centre back, not been convincing. So those are positions that we need to strengthen. Those are positions we need to look into. Those are positions that we need to, make sure that we sort out. And for me, that's how I'm looking at it. That's how I'm looking at it. I think I'm not sure if Liverpool and Man City are that interested in Rodrigo, but you never know. You never know. Maybe Liverpool are. You know what I mean? Maybe they are. PSG, you already know they got the money to put it to put down. So Rodrigo doesn't want to be there. The asking price, PSG have no problem putting the money down. They got the finances. They've got the fact that they've, the European champions. It is what it is. Some reports are saying Rodrigo is expected to clarify his stance after the Club World Cup. We're going to see. We're going to see. And this is the problem why I want Arsenal to be proactive. We can't get into a bidding war with PSG. We'll lose. We'll lose. We can't get in a bidding war with Liverpool. And we can't get in a bidding war with Man City. All these teams can outspend us. So this is why I talk about getting deals done being proactive and getting the deals done as soon as possible. As soon as these European heavyweights start entering the discussion, let's just be real. Let's just be honest about it. Out of PSG, Liverpool, Arsenal, Man City, we're bottom of that table. Man City have been dominating the Premier League. Liverpool, phase one, winning major honours. PSG are European champions. We're bottom of that. And this is what I've always said, yeah. Arsenal are great at getting a Semenyo from clubs like that, or getting, clubs, some of the best players from the clubs outside the big six. As soon as we start going for what we need right now, world-class players, or players that are borderline world-class, and players that are at big clubs, the wages we can offer, those clubs can offer as well. There's no selling point here because we haven't been successful. These guys can put the wages down, plus not guaranteed trophies, because no trophies are guaranteed, but the fact that, well, we've won trophies a lot sooner than Arsenal have. And that is our only selling point, is wages. It's our only selling point. As soon as we start going in for these players, this is why I don't want to get in bidding wars. Because they have a lot more sellable attributes, these clubs, than Arsenal do. The only thing we have is you live in London, and we'll overpay if that's what it takes. Like we overpaid for Havertz, like we overpaid for Jesus, like we overpaid for Zinchenko, like we overpaid for Willian that wanted to stay in London, like we overpaid for Czech that was finished, like we overpaid for David Luiz. This is the thing. So we need to change this, because it's not good enough. Let's just be real. It's not good enough the way that we take too long to get deals done. Ultimately, I ain't going to be mad if we get the right deal over the line. Now, if we get Makdueke, I'm sorry, it's back to criticizing. It's back to criticizing Berta. Berta was not brought here to be buying Makdueke, and two good signings. Yeah, it doesn't mean that you now can make a bad signing. The Kepa signing is hella questionable, especially when there was better goalkeepers available. Better goalkeepers available that wouldn't have broken the bank. Literally, the money we got for Nuntavaj, which was like what, 8 million, that would have paid basically for Kelleher. And people say, oh, but he wants guaranteed starter. Okay, we'll sell him whatever dream you have to sell him, bro. I don't give a shit. Do you know what I'm saying? No player, including Raya, should have the mentality that he starts week in, week out, no matter what. None of them. Do what you got to do to get the player over the line. Do you know what I mean? And this is the thing. So I just feel like we need to move quickly. We need to move quickly. Spurs are looking at Lookman. Spurs are looking at Eze. Liverpool and other teams are looking at Rodrygo and certain other players that we're looking at. We need to be proactive. We need to be moving with urgency. That Mbeumo deal, we should be doing everything we can to be at least trying to get Mbeumo. If we can't get Rodrigo, try to get Mbeumo. Because Man United still have to figure out their payment structure that they want for Mbeumo. If they can't figure that out, we should be the team going in there and swooping for that deal as well. That's what we should be doing. We need to be proactive. Things change. The transfer window, things change in the transfer window. You know what I mean? Just a couple of days ago, people spoke like it was an absolute deal, like done deal or completed deal, whatever you want to call it, that we were going to get Sesko, and now we've got Gyökeres. So things move. Arsenal need to be ready to get these players over the line. Clubs change their targets, clubs change their approach depending on what's going on. So we need to do that. I'm praying. This ain't me saying that this is the situation. I am praying to God that this Makdueke situation is just a decoy for us to go out there and get to hurry Rodrigo's decision as to whether he wants to come to Arsenal or not, making it seem like we've got options. But really and truly, we want to call his bluff. I am hoping, Berta, that is the situation. Big up to everyone that's locked in. Make sure you're liking and subscribing. Make sure you're doing all that good stuff. And yeah, man, we're on the road to 20K. Big up, familia. Estamos aquí, estamos esa merda. And yeah, I'll see you guys later. Love.